This week on Batwoman, the woke agenda roars on. Ryan has finally succumbed to her weird kryptonite poisoning in battle. Since last week, when Ryan made her "I'm panicked" face as the signal that we really should be concerned about this now. Her shiftless girlfriend Angelique takes her to the hospital, which is probably the last place she should be. Since A, she should go to Mary or Luke, who at least have some medical knowledge, and the Batcave's files respectively, and the hospital should know probably nothing on how to treat kryptonite poisoning to begin with. And B, she has to lie anyway as to protect her secret identity, so even if they could help her, she's not telling them her actual problem. She says it's a spider bite. That's like breaking your leg and asking the doctor to look at the trouble in your arm. And the doctors apparently just give her an antibiotic to shut her up and send her on her way. Any doctor with a brain would have tried to find out what kind of mutant spider caused this, signaling an impending zombie plague, and confined her to 24-hour observation. But the coup de grace is Angelique grabbing some intern and giving him a woke speech about how Ryan isn't getting any medical attention because she's a black woman. This goes on for minutes, and I'm thinking, Ryan doesn't appear to be in any noticeable pain. She's certainly not writhing in agony, and this airhead is keeping this medical guy from doing his job for the accident victim who's probably bleeding out in the ER right now. It's the perfect microcosm of this show and wokeism in general. As for the bulk of the episode, it's largely a snooze. Sophie gets Ryan to track Angelique's movement for the crows in exchange for not locking her up. Yada yada yada. Basically, if you thought Angelique was sticking around for any length of time, shame on you and Ryan. This gives her the needed out on the show so they can move on to greener pastures. Mary and Jacob are captured by Rage Man, who does turn out to be mildly amusing. He wants the cure found in Mary's blood, but she can't provide it, yada yada yada, resulting in Jacob becoming the show's favorite pincushion once again. It looks like Jacob and Sophia might actually save the day, but the show is called Batwoman after all. And after a minor struggle, she merely knocks out Rage Man with a bedpan or something. Seriously, Jacob and Sophie couldn't do that? This was really a job for Batwoman? So the cat's out of the bag, and Jacob wants to close down Mary's illegal clinic. Because it's illegal. Mary doesn't take to the news too well. Again, she didn't read the show's mission statement. The man will always bring you down. But don't feel too bad, Mary. If it were anyone else, but your stepdad, I'm sure you'd be in Gotham Women's Penitentiary right about now. Meanwhile, over on the other side of Gotham, Alice, aka my only reason for exposing myself to this weekly torment, is still doing the dance with Ocean. She wants to find out why they can't remember each other, and frankly, he doesn't care. Alice gets in touch with Sapphira, and she tells Alice she basically spared Alice of the knowledge of having to kill a past lover. Alice acts disgusted with Sapphira, but in all honesty, shouldn't that be kind of a turn-on for a mad woman like Alice? Anyway, just when it looks like, yeah, Alice is still cold and ruthless, she stabbed Ocean with the magic stabby wand of death. But yeah, that's apparently some other guy, so we've still got to contend with King of the Beefcakes and Sapphira for another week. Anyway, among all this, Sophie gets the drop on these two and gets the Jack Napier painting, which is probably going to be the last time Joker is mentioned on the show, ending that fantasy. But the bad guys get the drop on her, so this heralded map to Kate Kane continues to be a hot potato, probably for the remainder of the series. I need to lie down somewhere. Tune in next week at your own peril. This is Johnnie Torch, once again reminding you, keep the flame burning brightly, and I'll be with you again real soon.